Alright, I'm going to be making a Bell Beast quick kill tutorial because I see a lot of people not really understanding it, struggling with it, or whatnot. And so to get right into it, we need to understand how Silk Spear works. So Silk Spear, if you're nailing like this, it'll take a long time to come out. But if you turn around, it makes it come out even faster. However, that is not what we want to be doing. We want to be landing right before the nail and then doing the Silk Spear. It makes it come out a lot faster. So for example, if I wanted to do 4 nails and do a quick spear, then a lot of people would just do this, but you actually want to do something like this. It comes out way faster, and it's a lot easier than a turnaround. So with that being said, we want to get into the kill itself. So Bell Beast has 150 health, a nail does 5, and the spear does 15. So the opener we're going to be doing, or at least that I'm going to be showing off, is spear, 4 nails, spear, which brings her to 100 health. And then we want to get her to 80 health, which means we need to do 4 more nails if we hit everything in the opener. If you miss something in the opener, you're going to have to make up that damage on the fly. You will need to be able to recognize that and bring her to 80 health. Once she's at 80 health, we want to let her do either a grounded dash or a jump. We want her to start that attack with 80 health, so we can do spear, 4 nails, spear, or spear, 3 nails, spear, depending on your strategy. Then that will bring her to 30 health, or 35, depending on your strat. And then for the finisher, she'll go to the middle and do the scream, which we want 3 nails into a spear or 4 nails into a spear. 4 nails is tighter, but pretty consistent with the landing tech that I talked about. So with that information, I'll just get right into it and do a couple fights. You want to be, if you're comfortable with doing everything, you want to be 8 soul going into this, but if not, you want to be 9. Otherwise, if you don't get soul return on this, you might get screwed over. But 8 soul should usually be fine. So the opener that I'm referring to, after you get control, you want to do 8 nails, and then I like to do a bit of a turnaround to let you spear whenever, and I usually spear around the timing of what the 9th nail would be. So I'll just show off a fight real quick. I'm going to be doing 8 nails. Nail, nail. Sorry, I can't do this while talking. But we're going to get 4 nails, and you want to be moving backwards while you do them. Like that. So she's now at 100 health. If she does a bell attack in the middle, you can only get 2 nails. And so we want all of these to be nails, so we have enough silk for the 80 damage combo that we need. So best RNG is to get a dash or a leap here into another dash or a leap right away. Sometimes you will get bells and you're going to have to wait them out. So here, I get 4 nails. She's now at 80 health. I will have to wait out this bell attack. So for here, that's messed up. She cannot die here because I missed a nail. A lot of the time you can just damage shank. I prefer to get 3 nails on the grounded dash, but yeah, for this it's already over. You can't really do anything. But I'll show off the setup for this anyway. So it's a nail. I do 2 nails a little after the dust appears, and that sets up the 3rd nail for a pretty decent timing on the middle. So that hit her. So that is enough damage. She is 1 nail away from death right now. So I'll show it off again. If I just do the damage shank, it would have been a lot better. The opener is the hardest part by a lot. You can also technically get 5 nails on a jump with 2 spears. Like that. And now she'll only be 2 nails away from dying. I don't really recommend going for that, but I do go for it, and it's pretty consistent if you get the good nail timing. So that spear will hit very early. So I'm actually going to wait for a grounded dash here to show off what I do normally. You could have killed on this RNG, but I want to show off the grounded attack. What I like to do is just that. And kill like that. Some people like to go for 4 nails on the grounded dash. I find that a lot harder and less consistent than just getting 4 nails in the finisher. But yeah, it's really up to you. There are alternate strategies, but none of them for the opener, but none of them are as consistent as this one. You will get extra attacks and just screwed over on some RNG. So I really recommend just learning the opener. It will be hard at first, but it's just what you need to do. I think I might have miscounted there. I'm not sure if I needed the 4th nail or not, but I honestly recommend just going for 4 nails every time anyway. It makes it a lot more consistent for when you do actually need it. But yeah, it's not super difficult. But definitely a big hill to climb starting out. So now I only need 2 more nails. So I will just wait it out now. This is pretty bad RNG. Some of the worst you can get. This is actually the worst RNG you can get with the strat, funnily enough. There, I get 5 nails. You can just do 4. It's really not that important to get 5. But one thing to note is that if you do find yourself wanting to go for 5 nails on the jump, then you can kill with only 1 bell attack in the middle followed by a jump. Because you would get the 2 nails, you would get 5 nails and 2 spears, and then 4 nails and a spear on the finisher. If that makes sense. So yeah, I'll do a couple more just to show off. That was a too early spear. And I messed it up anyway. So yeah. The 4 hits on the finisher is very consistent for me. Yeah, I'm not like 100% on it, but if I'm in a run and playing it safe, I will hit it most of the time. So the 5 nails on the jump is really the most inconsistent part about it for me. So now because we get 2 bell attacks, we're guaranteed to be able to finish here. And dead, just like that. For the grounded attack, it really hits her even though it looks like it should have been too early a lot of the time. So yeah, the damage tank on the grounded dash is something that I prefer a lot because the 4 hits is just so consistent, but if you're able to do 4 nail hits on the grounded dash just like we do in the opener, then that's technically better. So I missed a nail here actually, so this is good to show off. I'm gonna damage tank there so we get 5 nails, because I needed to make up 1 from the opener. So that's something you need to keep in mind and be adaptive. So now she's at the correct health and I can proceed as normal. That spear was a little late there, so I'm not going to bother going for 5. But still just an easy kill, just like that. You basically want to do the landing spears basically whenever you were doing a spear at all, after a nail. Alright, I'm going to do 1 more. Missed a nail there again. But I got 5 anyway. And dead. So yeah, hopefully that helps some people. I know I'm not the greatest with words and everything, but yeah, I think it should be pretty doable with the landing spear tech that a lot of people seem to overlook. So yeah, hope this helps.